So I'm sure you can all imagine what this video is about. Azur Lane's second year anniversary is ongoing, but I wanted to take some time to look back and reflect on everything. This isn't just going to be about this year alone, but my entire time specifically with Azur Lane. Now, where do I even begin? I think it's best to say mild curiosity and a taste for nostalgia of a Ship Girl game would be a good start. I never imagined that this would lead into where I am today. I remember back in August 2018 when I first started, and the first thing I thought was, Jesus, there's so many things on screen, where is the thing I'm looking for? The old UI was a clunky one to say the least. Even in combat, it was still rather noticeable for what it was. The game was definitely far from perfect, and I did encounter a few bugs. But despite all of that, I saw the potential in it. It wasn't long after starting that I began to stream it. I was still relatively new to the game, but I was really enjoying my time with the game itself. Thankfully, it didn't take too long for Ian to get his first big event. Visitors died in red. It was there I got to see two characters that I've considered oathing for the longest time, Shokaku and Zuikaku. Now, okay, it makes sense. I'm a bit biased towards Shokaku from Contact Collection, but you know. However, during that event, I had asked my small community if they'd be interested in me working on a completely different video from what I had normally done. I gave them two options back then, a Fallout 4 video on something with settlements, or Azur Lane video. With the chat's votes, an Azur Lane video was decided on, and the video took about, I want to say at least 80 hours to completely finish, and wasn't released until November 10th, 2018, towards the end of Ian's third event, Fallen Wings. That video was Waifu Lane, the shipping ships game. A video that kinda scares me where it's at now in terms of its stats, but nonetheless, it was a video I enjoyed working on. It was then that everything changed for me. The overall reception of the video showed me something that day. Some of the OSR staff had a lot of interest in that video and posted it out to their channels, but it was also the community's response that made things very different for me. I have always been a gamer, but never once did I get too involved with the community. I never had a reason to really be a part of one as much as this one is. However, it was the existing Azur Lane community that brought me to being an active member of it. It was you all that ignited my interest in making videos, and that ended up leading into the series that I think a majority of you know me for now, the My Thoughts On series. It's always been a blast to work on those videos, and I honestly wish I had a lot more time to work on them. The best parts are always finding where I could put some humor in it, and creating all the inside jokes that the series has now. From small spite memes to interrupting a wadi-da, and even the mandatory San Diego running gag we have, every video was its own adventure. I also started another series for Fun Fleets and also did dive a bit into the lore of the game as well with the Kagi's lore video. There are so many other videos that I do want to make, but time is but a cruel mistress. Nonetheless, as its first year came and went, we started to see the growth of Azur Lane as it continued to improve itself. Azur Lane had two major collab events at the time, one with Neptunia and the other with Kizuna Ai. The collabs were both nice to have and did give a nice twist to the overall game. Neptunia brought some of my favorite characters from a familiar franchise. Meanwhile, Kizuna's event brought interesting mechanics to work with during each mission. Except that thing. That thing scared the heck out of me the first time. Shortly afterwards, the UI 2.0 update came around in May, when Bismarck made her first major appearance to the world. I personally did enjoy the UI update, and being able to play the game at a good frame rate definitely did help with streaming it. That was a big day for everyone, and the perfect timing of Sabaton's Bismarck made it all the better. From there, Azur Lane continued its climb. Its first anniversary came and gave us some memorable bits. Especially the one thing I can still remember, the poor Starter Destroyers getting completely yeeted off the cake. By accident, mind you. There were definitely a lot of interesting moments during this time, though. Unfortunately, it was also around this time that I began to hit a bump in the road for myself. As many of you may know, I am a part-time YouTuber, and mostly handle everything through a job. My job at this time became a major challenge for me to deal with on a daily basis. To summarize it, it turned into a hostile work environment. Every day there was just rough, enough that it demotivated me from doing things on YouTube. My videos had slowed to the point where they just weren't coming out, and I began to descend into my old depressed self. It was here where streams were the lifeline for me. It was being able to enjoy my time with the game and the interactions with you all as a community that helped me get through all these hard times. It was all of you that kept me moving forward and always waiting for the next weekend to come around so that I can enjoy the game and stream it more. I seriously can't thank any of you enough for how much those days meant to me, and how much I cherished it at that time. I'm not generally one that likes to talk about these aspects of my life in the open that much, but since we are talking about the community at this point, I do feel it's important to share this aspect. Thankfully, that didn't stop Azur from continuing to grow. And during the first half of its second year, well... Alright, sure. The anime wasn't exactly the most stellar thing in the world. But it did continue to remind me of the community that I've gotten to know so well at this point, and not to mention all the memes that were made from it. Despite it being a kind of lackluster overall adaptation, it still had some positive bits to the end of it in March of 2020. It did have some humor, and of course my ship waifu got some amazing screen time. Not to mention it was also nice to start to see the event videos getting animated trailers to them. It brought a lot more life to the characters, aside from them being just simple PNGs in their videos. Now, of course, this wasn't the only thing that arrived during its second year. Azur got to have its own console game, Crosswave, and that was released globally as well. Crosswave brought a unique twist to the franchise and was overall a blast to play. I played the heck out of the game, and I still enjoy launching it up from time to time. The humor the game had with its special dialogue was definitely something I enjoyed, and the intensity of the late game fights kept me on edge. I still do hope to see Shimakaze at some point in the mobile game. Well, maybe in the future. Nonetheless, Azur is a game that in a way is a part of my life now. However, it's not just due to the game being what it is, but it's the community that surrounds it that has left a positive experience for me. So, while I will say thanks to the devs of Azur for giving us this game to experience and share moments with each other on, I wish to also say thank you to all of you watching this video right now. One of the biggest things that matters with a game's survival is its community. Without it, a game doesn't last long. And there are a lot of good examples of this currently. So, once again, thank you. All of you. For supporting the game, for supporting me, and all the other content creators that are out there right now. This last year really has been rough, but I can't thank you all enough for everything. It really is due to you all that you help keep us all going and keep the community alive and, well, full of memes. Staying with Azur since the start of EN has been an amazing experience, as I've been able to watch it and the community grow to the point of where it is today. Azur has seen a lot of success in its time, and it's great to see how far it's come. As one of its many content creators, it's been a pleasure to work with some of the staff of Yostar, as well as make content for you all to enjoy. Azur will have a special place with me here for all the things that I've mentioned today. It really has been an amazing time spent with this game, but it is not by the devs alone that Azur is where it is today. That is thanks to you all as well. Your continued support for the game and the community is what has allowed Azur to grow and shine. So once again, I want to say thanks to all of you. Now, to celebrate the second year anniversary of this game, I am hosting a giveaway in the upcoming weekend. I'll be doing a bonus Azur stream this upcoming Saturday at 1 PM Eastern Time. 2 winners will receive 600 gems each, and 3 winners will receive a limited time skin of their choice. Now, of course, there are a few things you have to handle first in order to be eligible. First thing I would definitely say, you gotta join my Discord. The link is in the description below. And while we're at it, let's go ahead and join the Azur official Discord as well. With both servers, you'll be able to catch any announcements that I make, as well as game updates and news with the Azur game itself. Now, after you've done that, you'll need to bind your YouTube to your Discord. This will make it a lot easier for me to verify the winner once the giveaway has concluded. Lastly, but of course not the least, come and hang out on my stream. I will be giving away the prizes over time and will be making sure that it will be done in a timely manner. Now there are a lot of skins available to choose from, so best of luck for all of you when the giveaway goes live. Nonetheless, thanks to you all for keeping the community where it is today, and I cannot wait to see what future content is coming up.